All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So I'm just getting home now, and I wanted to talk a little bit about a couple of rumors that just came out less than 5 minutes ago here from Tony Pauline from Pro Football Network. Okay, now, of course, it's the pre-draft process, and as we all know, it's smokescreen season, if you will. Rumors, speculation, smoke, it's all over the place. And really this week specifically, it'll really start to ramp up as we get closer and closer to the draft. But I do feel like it's necessary and important to kind of cover these things and really just to leave no stone unturned, if you will. So let's talk about the first rumor here. Not the biggest deal in the world. That's really the second thing. But look, I actually have it written down right here. The first, while chatter grows that Ikem Ekwonu could be the pick at spot number 4, those in the league feel the Jets will go defense early and take a pass rusher with the first pick. Not groundbreaking stuff here, but I do want to highlight Ikem Ekwonu, okay? Because there has been a feeling, okay, from a lot of Jets fans out there that Joe Douglas, being a former offensive lineman, coming over from Philadelphia, a team that won the Super Bowl because, not the whole reason, but a big part of that Super Bowl winning team was because of the offensive line. He knows how important it is. He actually had a interview, I believe it was either yesterday or the day before, where he was just talking about they believe in the line of scrimmage. We have Zach Wilson going into year 2. We have an offense that's based really around success in the running game. We got to make sure the offensive line is shored up, okay? AVT, slam dunk, I love that. Laken Tomlinson, one of the best guards in football, awesome. George Fant, crazy season last year. Mekhi Becton, jury's still out right now. Obviously, missed a ton of time last season, but maybe I'm just an optimistic Jet fan here, but I'm still really hopeful that Becton can bounce back, excuse me, and replicate or duplicate his rookie 2019 season. Man, if he could do that for this Jets team, that would be absolutely nuts, okay? But Ikem Ekwonu, he's a nasty player, okay? The problem is with Ikem, I don't think he's going to be here at 4, okay? So if that's Joe Douglas's guy, if that's, the number 1 offensive lineman on his board, or hey, maybe in a certain case, the best overall player on Joe Douglas's board, that's great. I really think he's going to be the pick for the Houston Texans at spot number 3. Okay, so again, the second part of this, the first rumor here, many people feel that the Jets will go defense early. I think I think everybody kind of is leaning that way, whether it's a Kayvon Thibodeau, whether it may, I don't think Aiden Hutchinson falls, but maybe it's a Jermaine Johnson or something like that. There's obviously a lot of talk of Sauce Gardner as well. Maybe he's the pick. Okay, so I tend to believe that. I don't think that's crazy or out of the realm of possibilities. I do see a defensive player going to the Jets early in this draft at pick number 4. But here's where things get interesting. Okay. Word in league circles is the Jets, and most specifically Joe Douglas, are all in on using the 10th overall pick to acquire Deebo Samuel. I don't know how I feel about this, okay? Again, it's a rumor, might be true, might not be. I'm not sure. But the 10th overall pick, this is an extremely valuable asset, and the Jets are a young rebuilding team. We are not in a position like the Buffalo Bills, Kansas City Chiefs, a team that's going to be striving to make a deep playoff push. So it's important that the Jets lock down these picks, and having 2 top 10 picks is an absolute luxury. Okay, that's something that most general managers dream of, right? 2 top 10 picks. You don't really get to see that often, okay? But there are 2 different viewpoints here. The first, when we're looking at the 10th overall pick, is almost like a bonus, right? We traded away Jamal Adams. We got a huge haul. 2 first-round picks, the 3rd-round pick, McDougald, who was a starting player at the time. We got Elijah Vera-Tucker. On paper, you could say the Jets traded away Jamal Adams for AVT, and if we flip this 10th overall pick straight up for Deebo Samuel, it's essentially Jamal Adams for AVT and Deebo Samuel, plus a little bit more, right? McDougald and everything like that. But and of course, we did trade the 3rd overall pick. We packaged that 3rd round pick to move up in the 1st round last year to go land Vera-Tucker. So on paper, that looks pretty good, right? Jamal Adams for AVT and Deebo Samuel, yeah, you would take that every day of the week. But then there's the other viewpoint, right? The other side of the coin, where it's like you're sitting here with 2 top 10 picks. And yes, Deebo Samuel is an amazing player. The second he would walk into Florham Park, he would be the team's best player, especially on offense. Okay, he would be the premier guy who knows the coaching staff. He knows the system. He fits the system. He has dominated in this system. One of the best players in football. At 25, or I believe 26 years old, the guy is crazy. He could line up all over the place. He's versatile, wide back, running back, wide receiver, whatever you want Deebo Samuel to do, he could go out there and do it. He comes with a pretty big extension, okay? I would say nothing less than $20 million annually. That's just the price tag. Christian Kirk, Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, the wide receiver market, it is what it is. There's really not much that we can do about it right now. So that's the big question mark here. The extension. Is it worth Deebo Samuel, is it worth the 10th overall pick and the big extension for Deebo Samuel? And I think, some fans are going to say yes. Some fans are going to say no. I think if it was up to me, I would rather hang on to the 10th overall pick, because I truly believe if wide receiver is the target, we can go out and land an awesome one and have him under control for 5 seasons. 4 of those being extremely cheap, by the way. Okay, where Deebo Samuel, yes, he would be coming in this 2022 season, would be really, really cheap because he's still on his rookie deal, but then that extension would kick in. Now, this is the silver lining, or the awesome part. Whatever the Jets decide to do, whatever Joe Douglas specifically wants to do, go out and get Deebo, trade away the 10th overall pick, land Samuel, keep the 10th overall pick, draft whoever, Jameson Williams, Garrett Wilson, London, whoever it may be. Maybe Sauce Gardner falls to spot number 10. Whatever the Jets decide to do, they will be a better football team on the other side. And that's what's really, really encouraging. Really positive stuff here. Okay, so I'm not sure if I believe this. Because, you got to think that if San Francisco picks up the phone from Joe Douglas and he's offering the 10th overall pick in the draft, and keep in mind, the 49ers gave away everything last season to go up and draft Trey Lance, trading all those picks with the Miami Dolphins, you got to think that the Niners would probably, accept pretty quickly. They wouldn't let that offer just slip right off the table unless they felt, 100% confident in their abilities to bring back Deebo Samuel, mend that relationship. I just don't feel like it's likely at this point. But then again, there has been reports saying that the Niners aren't even taking offers. So has Joe Douglas even had an opportunity to present that to San Francisco? I got to think, it's a small world out there. General managers are general managers. There's only 32 of them. If you want Deebo Samuel and you are willing to give up a top 10 pick, you are going to make John Lynch listen. Whether it's a text or however it gets across, you got to make it known. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Where do you stand on this? Would you give up the 10th overall pick to go land Deebo Samuel? I think for me, I would rather hang on to the 10th overall pick. But look, if we get Deebo Samuel, I am not going to complain whatsoever. So thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. And as always, go Jets.